what I need is a clamp that's going to hang on to my part, and it has to be clamped on the side, or toward one side. And so what I'm doing is I'm boring a hole asymmetrically into the side of this piece of square bar. I already made one of these to hold my part, my cylindrical part, in place so that it could be pushed into the drill that's mounted into the lathe chuck. This chuck has got three connecting points, which keeps a cylindrical object symmetrical in the center. But when you mount something that's square, or this is not exactly square, I measured this so it would give me the right dimensions, it becomes an offset. So I can bore a hole to one side depending on the width of this. As I change the dimensions from left to right, or from north to south, it will change the position of my hole. So how I set this up was pretty simple. I just cut a piece of paper and placed it in the chuck to get a rough estimate of where my position would be. So from here I was able to make a pencil mark in the center, and then when I pulled this out I could measure it to the bottom. This part is 30 millimeters in diameter at the top, so it needs to be about 15 or 17 millimeters from the center to the bottom so that it will match the dimension from the outside diameter of my workpiece. Okay, let's get this into place. Bore the hole, so I need to put a center in it. Alright, you always want to make sure that you, by hand, turn the chuck with any part in there and make sure it's not going to run into something. I stuck my hand in here to clear some aluminum yesterday, and I got whacked with this thing for the first time. And let me tell you, that's smarts. Also, to make this this hole perpendicular to the surface here, I'm going to face this side off. All right. Alright, now we're going to set up for our facing cut. So the tool is going to be cutting from right to left. Take off about 0.10. You got to check this every time, because you'll be surprised at how much that hurts when that thing runs into something. That looks pretty nice. Alright, next is we need to bore out the hole. Okay, I had to take a time out to modify this tool. It was not quite tapered enough to reach inside the hole. And one last time I had to hone the end. You can see the little tip there. That's about the edge. Goes in and, yep, just clears it. One out of the way. Let's see what we got. Beautiful. Feeling pretty confident that this is done. Okay, and there we go. It turned out to be exactly where I calculated from my paper drawing.